One of the best feelings after finishing a project is seeing the client's reaction. I wasn't sure how he was going to take it at first because he stood there and I think for like a minute and a half he stood there and looked at it and started to tear up and cry after that. Seeing him cry, I was relieved. I was like, oh, okay, good, he likes it. My name is Nguyen, but I go by Nuge. I am an artist and a wood sculptor. When I joined the wood shop in the very beginning, I had huge aspirations of becoming like this big furniture designer or something. I wanted to make all of these fancy pieces that you would see in magazines, but shortly after joining the wood shop, I realized that I had no idea what I was doing in the shop. I didn't know how to use any of the machines at all, and it was really intimidating because any given machine can take your hand off. So I joined this cutting board class, which is a 2-day course, like 2 hours each day. We made this really simple cutting board. I was so hyped. Like for the next year and a half, I made cutting boards because I was that excited. My background is actually in architecture, which is what I got my master's in. Architecture school, you're designing pig farms in the sky, and it's really like heavily design based, and it's really exciting. In the real world, you're just taking other people's orders and organizing condo layouts and picking out facade elements. I was stuck drawing construction documents all day. I picked up woodworking as a hobby, as an outlet. So for a year and a half after work, I was running home from the office to the wood shop. I actually got laid off from my job. That's what really gave me the push to pursue woodworking as a full-time career. I got this one really awesome guy. I think he was from Colombia or something. He said he owns like this really, really big building and he needed 1,000 carvings, $8,500 a piece, and that would have put $8.5 million in my pocket. And he was obviously a fake, but it was really nice to dream. But I did respond to him only because what if there was that 0.0001% chance that it was legit? I wanted it. I would have been like a multimillionaire. Me modeling this piece after a piece of fabric as my reference for this whole carving. This current piece, third movement that I'm working on, I want it to have a calming effect. I think there is nothing more comfortable than the idea of being inside your bed. I wanted my client to be able to look at this piece and feel comfortable. I wanted him to feel at home. I've learned something different on every single project. I think keeping your mind open is the key to getting better. What I think about when I make my pieces, it's almost like a personal timeline of my thoughts when I make that piece. I can look at every piece and remember what was going on in my life at that time. Having emotions is as important as a car that gets you around during the day. Could you imagine a life with no emotions? You'd be dead. What if there was a world with no design? Every house looked the same. All the streets looked the same. There was no point in traveling the world and seeing anything because there was no design, there was no art. My goal with my work is to express emotions and feelings in my pieces,